The relationship between nations and religions can often be complex and contentious. While many countries embrace religious diversity, some have taken extreme measures to restrict or outright ban particular faiths, including Islam. This video explores 10 countries that have implemented bans or severe restrictions on Islam, examining the historical, political, and social contexts that have led to these actions. 10. Nepal. In Nepal, while there is no formal ban on Islam, the predominantly Hindu government has imposed restrictions on religious practices, particularly during festivals. Muslims often face discrimination and social stigmatization, and the government has been known to limit the construction of mosques and Islamic schools. 9. Central African Republic. In the Central African Republic, CAR, violent conflicts between Muslims and Christians have led to severe restrictions on the Muslim population. While Islam is not officially banned, Muslims face persecution and violence from Christian militias, leading to a significant curtailment of their religious practices. 8. Bhutan. Bhutan is a predominantly Buddhist country that has historically restricted the practice of other religions, including Islam. While the government does not have a formal ban, the lack of legal recognition for Islamic practices and the absence of mosques create significant barriers for Muslims living in Bhutan. 7. Russia. While Islam is not outright banned in Russia, the government has implemented measures against certain Islamic groups, particularly those deemed extremist. This has led to increased surveillance and restrictions on Islamic practices, especially in the North Caucasus, limiting the freedom of Muslims to practice their faith. 6. India. In India, rising Hindu nationalism has led to increased marginalization of Muslims. Although Islam is not formally banned, there have been numerous instances of violence against Muslims, restrictions on their religious practices, and social discrimination that create an environment hostile to Islam. 5. China. In China, particularly in Xinjiang, the government has imposed extensive restrictions on the Muslim Uyghur population. The Chinese authorities have detained over 1 million Uyghurs in re-education camps and have restricted Islamic practices such as fasting and religious attire, reflecting a broader crackdown on Islam. 4. North Korea. North Korea maintains strict control over all aspects of life, including religion. While there are no specific laws banning Islam, the practice of any religion is heavily restricted. Muslims face severe persecution and are often compelled to practice their faith in secret, leading to a de facto ban on open Islamic practice. 3. Brunei. Brunei has implemented a strict interpretation of Sharia law, significantly restricting the practice of other religions. Although Islam is the state religion, the government has banned public worship by non-husbands, creating an environment that is hostile to other faiths. 2. Myanmar. Myanmar has witnessed significant anti-Sunni sentiment, particularly towards the Rohingya population, a Muslim minority. The government has effectively marginalized and banned the practice of Islam in certain areas, denying citizenship to the Rohingya and destroying their mosques. This reflects a broader trend of religious intolerance. 1. Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, the rise of Buddhist nationalism has led to increased hostility toward Muslims. While Islam is not formally banned, there have been instances of violence against Muslim communities, restrictions on Islamic practices, and social pressures that create a hostile environment for Muslims in the country. Conclusion. The banning or restriction of Islam in these countries often stems from a combination of historical grievances, political power struggles, and social tensions. These actions not only affect the Muslim population, but also contribute to broader issues of human rights and religious freedom. Understanding the complexities of these situations is crucial in advocating for a more inclusive and tolerant global society. As the world grapples with issues of identity and belief, it is imperative to uphold the values of freedom and coexistence for all faiths.